Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stroud.
Pass interference. Or holding.
They will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Oh well.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
That's the ball. Come on now.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career.
Normally I would be playing the Cleveland Browns, but unfortunately they lost today, so I'm going to be playing the winner of the game. Hopefully. I wouldn't be disappointed if I lose this game, honestly.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Desmond King deep for Houston. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a
I will be
minute.
live tomorrow as well, including Monday, for the wild card divisional games. Throw it. This is an interception. Interception. That's my fault. Come on.
Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Oh well, it's okay.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dalvin Tomlinson, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 3rd and 20. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down.
I'm going to risk it and go for it. Come on.
Have to punt all the same.
Stroud now on 4th down. He'll let this
Come on,
go
catch
deep
it.
for Collins.
There we go.
He will make the catch.
First down.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Shakes off the sack. And his throw here's incomplete.
I don't know what I just did.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that
It should have been a run play, honestly.
One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A give up the middle to Singletary. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
That's the question.
And stopped them for almost no gain.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Stroud looking to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
I'd rather go for 6 anyways. 3 points would be nice, but I'd rather take the 6 points. Risk it all.
First down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Should be a running game from here on out.
On 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Singletary again, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Only a few more yards.
Get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there, and here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared, brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Up the middle. That's all we need. Up the middle. Boom, right there. Go, go. At least we got the first down. 1st and goal.
Different formulas to winning football, but one
constant do that again.
Over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Stroud keeps it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Singletary will take
touchdown.
This one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew
go for 2.
Couldn't stop them.
Be an 8-6 game.
That doesn't get more satisfaction out of of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
I'm going to say intercepted here.
With the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Oh, come on, dude.
They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an
because I want the lead, that's why.
That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hello, Rudy.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Flacco. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Here's Flacco. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball.
Typical Browns fashion. Always fumbling the ball, causing the turnover. Typical Browns fashion.
Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball,
I'm a Browns fan, so I'm allowed to talk about that.
Here comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Unfortunately, I'm a Browns fan. Unfortunately.
Had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field.
Nicely done.
At the 6-yard line.
1st and goal.
A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
Good old 55-yard.
He went swinging for the fences on that play. Didn't quite get in the end zone, but, boy, they're set up pretty now.
Okay, that play just happened. Let it go. Time to defend the goal line, bring some all-out pressure, and try and knock them back.
It would have been nice if the Browns won this game, honestly. I mean, I'm just glad they made it this far. Would have been nice if they would have won it though, but oh well. It is what it is, folks.
They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Singletary again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Singletary.
So right after this game, I will be doing the Kansas City-Miami game. So there will be another game right after this. Then tomorrow I'll be doing the next 2 games. And of course on Monday there will be another series.
Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Appreciate everybody watching. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share it out. Let everybody know that I am alive. I know it's late. I know some of you may not be liking the football, but I appreciate your support anyways. You guys are awesome. We're going to continue playing Madden until the Super Bowl. And once the Super Bowl is done, the season's done, I'm going to put this game to rest. And hopefully by then I should be having some more games. Friday night I did play some Fortnite. That was fun.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Not too sure if I'll be doing a panel stream Tuesday night or not. I took last week off.
Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They run with Ford. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, they turn to Ford. Given 4 on the ground there, they're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a 3rd and 6. Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
Pass interference or holding?
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Holding.
Let's check in with our referee.
On the offense. Come on, dude. Got a game to win.
Apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Field looks a little interesting.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Looks pretty rough.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on
right
first
there
down.
on the
You're set up very well for the rest
45.
Now Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flacco. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Flacco. And this is
where are you throwing, dude? Mr. All-American quarterback.
Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running
probably
game.
The sun. Honestly, probably the sun through the roof.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Pressure
really?
Gets to him, and down he goes.
Really?
Back at the 4-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
Obviously, the sky kick is not the best way to do things.
22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Passing play. Flacco. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
This is Ford. Wiggles free. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, it's Ford, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back.
They might score.
It, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Obviously, that was not the greatest punt. Third and goal, come on. Let's just stop him here. That's all we need. Just a good old stop.
Not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got
touchdown. Elijah Moore.
Good for them.
Touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball
run pass option. Works every time.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Airing it out deep for Woods.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Stroud.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
Catch the ball. Come on now. Catch that ball.
50-50 ball in the end. Nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
That is incomplete.
Really, dude?
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I'm going to risk it.
Offense has converted twice already here in this 1st half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Jonathan Grenard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle they go. It's 4th, and he'll get this up to about the 40. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Flacco. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans back out there and ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Stroud on third down now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it
I'm
away.
gonna go for it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted
Might as
twice,
well.
failed
I mean,
once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And a penalty flag comes
should be a pass
in.
interference. Gotta be.
But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
That will help out a lot.
And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard
Same old
line.
Browns.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender, and the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 13. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To pass, Flacco. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flacco will take to the air again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now Flacco. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the give, this is Singletary. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. They will run with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Robert Woods high in the air to bring it in.
And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now it's Flacco.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Flacco from the gun.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Here's King. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 108 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brown the motion man right. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They will start this drive with Ford. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Flacco's throw there complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Singletary. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll send Brown in motion right. Again, it'll be Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. This one,
Coach,
maybe not the hard fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
19 Tiger.
Singletary to get the drive started, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Here's 3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, what a grab by Woods.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a run with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Singletary again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Stroud.
A leap, and he's got it.
Nico Collins
with an acrobatic catch.
And the Texans are pouring it on. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating off play action, Flacco.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of
3. We have a redneck raid. Hello there, the Redneck Connection. Good to see ya.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's
appreciate the raid.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as
a one-man raid, probably.
At the 34.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on.
Yeah, I know I am kind of late. I do apologize. Wasn't paying attention to the chat. That's my fault. Appreciate everybody coming in with the likes.
3rd down and 1.
You know what? That's the wrong one.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
I know other people are alive right now. I mean, I'm not too sure if you're still alive, but I do appreciate you for coming over, saying hello, and all that fun stuff.
A red zone first down for Flacco. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Flacco. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
If I had the stream yards up on run, I would definitely do the
and this is caught. Touchdown.
Raid button. In fact, over there on the other account, I'll just do this.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That could have been a great play if he would have called the ball. Come on, dude.
Losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll let this go.
Boom. Catch it. There we go. First down.
What a catch. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outside.
Appreciate everybody being here. You guys are awesome.
Stroud looking to throw.
If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like button, share it out, and there's an interception. If you're new here, subscribe. It's free. I will be going live again Sunday night, as well as Monday night, for the NFL divisional wildcard games.
But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run with Ford. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Flacco. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Flacco looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Flacco. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Flacco. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the lead will remain at 23.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped.
Will Anderson
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They go right back to Singletary. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action. Stroud now.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Flacco.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
to pass, Flacco.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ace Blackwood of 24. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. I'm sure brother Pinky will be lurking in the shadows somewhere, so hello to him. Hope he's doing well. Doing okay. Good to see you, as always. Good to see everybody here.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I am doing great.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I'm winning.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Once more, it's Flacco.
I survived the big windstorm. Power did glitch earlier on Saturday.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Knock on wood.
On the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Staying warm. It's mighty cold here.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds.
It's opposite of hot. Just so you know.
They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Appreciate all the likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for being here. So I got about 5 minutes left of this game, and I'm going to start up a new game. It will be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Miami Dolphins. This will be played right after this game. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to keep this stream going.
They'll continue to go for it.
Great to have all of you here.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary.
Nobody home. 1st down. Keep on going.
Other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I guess it's my turn. I should snap the ball, huh? Come on, Nora. Wake up.
Not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue
easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Singletary
up the middle.
Up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Touchdown. Come on. That would have been a great play. Come on, dude.
But it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its
good old 43-yard field goal attempt.
They've had their way with them.
Pretty low. Low kick.
Well short.
Oh wow.
That's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
I mean, I'm up 50-some points, so I mean, it's okay. I'm not truly disappointed with that kick. 6 points would have been better, but there's 2:14 left in the game at this point.
They've scored some points, so there's some plays
you
they
know,
can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
2-minute warning.
They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now it's Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I am also on Discord if you guys want to come over and join the fun.
Wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Flacco's throw there complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. Flacco.
It's a great place to hang out with everybody.
It's complete.
I am pretty active over there.
Zone for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
It's currently snowing outside here.
Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Pretty much this is the game here.
Now Stroud. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's
one last time.
Deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
60 points.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair.
Would you look at that?
It's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming with yet another touchdown.
As a Browns fan, this is breaking my heart, but it's okay because they did lose in the game earlier today, so it's okay.
The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
All right, 61-35 is your final score
so they only needed 3 plays
of game number 1.
And the result, a Houston touchdown.
So pretty much this is it. Kind of kick it off. They're going to take a knee, and that will be the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn
With
now to
3
kick it
seconds
away.
remaining.
And they'll put up the stop sign.
That's the whole point.
His guys will get it at the 25.
Should have just waited further.
One last gasp for Flacco. He's going to let it fly.
Do a Hail Mary.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
even though it was not snowing in Kansas City tonight, it was brutally cold, and so the only way to simulate the weather conditions is put the light snow on the weather. But at least they'll be dressed up. Minus the snow. But hey, everybody likes some snow. So here we go. Game number 2, Kansas City versus Miami Dolphins.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing to start here is Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, they go with Mostert again.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Tua.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Anomaly, good to see you.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Hope you're doing well.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Hello, Sausage. Good to see you guys.
These are not going to
Hope
be
you guys
easy
are staying
on a cold,
warm.
snowy night, but this one is up and through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
All right.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Good to see everybody here.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
We braved the cold earlier to grab a few drinks at the local bar together, but now we're snuggled up and warm. Well, that's great. I'm glad you guys are staying warm. Hopefully those drinks warmed you up. I did the same. Oh, come on now. Went out to eat. Had me some Henny Penny chicken. Check out the community tab for a picture of that.
At their own 14-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Not today, son.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Aww, what an awesome guy he is.
3rd down here. That is caught, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17.
Does he have a name?
1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field.
It's probably
an
Anomaly. That's the name. I just know it.
You and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field.
I know, right? It was very delicious.
They got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Hopefully I made everybody hungry.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's
a quick burst there, and he
Zelda's mascot. Oh, nice.
Now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation.
That is a great name.
There was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
I mean, you could call him Nora, but I don't think Anomaly would approve, so just stick with Anomaly.
They passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Second and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10.
You have a penguin stuffed ammo that Anomaly got me. It doesn't have a name yet, so we can name it Nora. I'm sure Anomaly would approve. I like that. I like it.
Off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep
there we go. First down.
Oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on
I've only had 2 games that I shut out pretty well this time.
And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Picked off by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they
should have been a pass interference.
They had things going their way.
Should have been.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They get off to the races already.
All right.
17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop
Fourth
this
and
defense
third.
needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well
Doing
dissected
better
by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all.
So I will be live once again Sunday evening as well as tomorrow night,
that they got as much out of as they did.
playing Madden 24. Then Tuesday is still undecided.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards.
It all depends on how I will feel Tuesday night. This week I got a busy week outside of YouTube, so I don't know if I'll be doing anything extra or not.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move.
I will have a video coming out later on today at 12 Eastern Time. Then probably I'll start the stream up around 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
So
a little bit earlier than tonight.
Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Mahomes now on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity.
Boy, I appreciate it, Sausage.
He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you.
Appreciate it. Come on, dude.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
At least we're in field goal range.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
And out come the Dolphins now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
James now to return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it,
my turn,
you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Definitely not going to risk the delay of game call. Take that first timeout. Save the penalty.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Well, then I would rather take the penalty than the interception. Good Lord have mercy. Come on now.
But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Achane gets it from the gun.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's James. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
Anomaly Documentaries is in 8th place
games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result.
for the top hours. Don't forget you can participate in the chat to earn points,
how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue
including
to lead.
exclamation gamble and exclamation heist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Just one of the new ways of keeping the chat going during my streams. It's a fun way to do it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that is caught.
Nice catch.
Oh my, he pulled it in. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 33 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little
this
bit.
This is definitely a playoff weather for sure.
What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, it's Mostert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. This a 2nd and 8. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
4th and 9.
Complete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gotta get that first down.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to
run up the middle, gets 1st down.
Diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play,
or not.
And he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th
down. Go for it. At least get the 1st down. It's only 4th and 1.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field.
There we go. 1st and goal. 5:40 left to go in the 1st quarter. Excuse me, 2nd quarter.
They're going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just didn't.
They're going to run it in the end zone for a touchdown. There, 6 points on the board.
With 1st and goal.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
So it's going to be a 16-20.
Right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
20-16 score. I should go for 2 points to make it at least closer.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Take that chance.
Mahomes will throw for it.
There we go.
And he's got it.
It's good.
They convert for 2, and that
20-18.
Now a 2-point game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring
nice
out
catch.
the 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16,
that ball off.
that kind of changed
Your defense does a good job.
Everyone's strategy now. When I talk with
Get that ball back.
When we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5.
He'll look to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
In motion, Hill.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
All right, Sausage, you have a good night. Appreciate you being here.
15, it's 1st and 10.
You're welcome for the stream.
On the handoff, this is
Natalie, you have a good night as well. Hope you guys have a good night.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all.
I will be streaming earlier tomorrow night, Sunday night. So aim around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with
this
points.
May be a close game.
Let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, you know, I threw in the defending pass. When you get the sack or get the interception, I don't know which is worse.
And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And his throw is incomplete.
If you keep on throwing that, go right ahead.
Position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Get the sack, get the sack. There we go.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Keep it coming.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Boom.
And they'll get this across midfield, but
2-minute warning.
Close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And oh my goodness,
that wasn't supposed to happen either.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd down and 3.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And you see the clock almost
gonna try for a Hail Mary here, folks.
In the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's
oh, come on, dude.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Come on, 84. Mr. Wilson.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing
Where are you going?
back
It's
near the
north and
40
south, not east and west.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here's Pacheco once again.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half.
It would be nice to win this game just because Kansas City did win tonight against the Dolphins. I have to think positive. Throwing the ball is not working out great.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup.
The running game is, but I gotta get the first down.
You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know from experience, partner, all they've been talking about is if we can just make one play, get our hands on the ball one time, we can change this game.
They almost did. That was a dangerous throw.
And instead, it goes against them one more time. Let's see if they can hang in there and not lose control mentally.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. James now to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And now here comes Kansas City.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here's 3rd down and 4. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. Kadarius Toney. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads.
Without getting the interception. That's the main focus right now. No more interceptions.
Running situation for sure on 4th and short.
I mean, I already got 6 takeaways already. I don't need any more. Most definitely, I don't need any more.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard.
Just get it in the end zone. Come on. We can do it.
On first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Pacheco once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there.
Come on.
They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for this.
There we go.
This time he is
Boom.
in. Yes. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs
23-24. Let's go.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
That game wants me to go for 2. I don't know.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay.
I got a field goal.
I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's Tua.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
There we go. Would you look at that?
Well, Charles, you add that pick six to what else he has already been doing defensively. The tackles, like he has been all over the place. A real star for them on the defensive side.
And big-time players know how to solidify their status in the game by impacting a game in multiple ways. And the way he's performed all game long, there's absolutely no question he's one of those big-time players for this defense.
Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer.
Definitely need to stop him here.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To his throw, complete there to Berrios.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. To throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counterpunched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive, a touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
On target over the middle to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
Nifty move. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
We need to stop him.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
That was no touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown.
That was no touchdown.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
Can I challenge it?
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember.
I don't know.
It felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our
I don't
own.
know.
And they did.
Well, oh well. Whatever. I don't care.
Now to add the extra point. And that will make
That's one thing I do not like about this game. I can't challenge it.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was finished
Unless,
off by a Jalen Waddle
unless the
touchdown.
booth says, let's take a look at it. Oh wow.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the
5 minutes left in the game, so we got lots of time left.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead
Just
in a
gotta
tight
keep
one.
the ball on the ground.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because
That's 8
if
minutes.
They can't get upfield, their job
Plenty
is
of
to go
time.
ahead and get low, almost get into
First
a
down.
run sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And they are going to have a first down. How about the play call there? The reverse on 3rd down does the trick.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Not a bad way to do it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards.
What are you doing, dude? Alright. Definitely can't do that again. Definitely not. No, we can't do that.
Been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Get the first down. Don't blow it.
Drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. Fighting.
Blow it.
No, he lost the
Bloody.
football.
Really?
One of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Third down and 10.
Now Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown.
So we got a minute 23 left to go here. Hopefully we can do something about it. Defense needs to stop the run.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
I don't know.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
I really don't believe we're going to be able to get the job done.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On second down, Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive.
Right.
You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 11. 37 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Mahomes will throw.
That was not supposed to happen.
All right.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
33 seconds to go. We can do it. Come on.
Now. Mahomes to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult
You're supposed to
situation
catch the ball.
In here in the
Come on, dude.
Down 2 scores.
You got a game.
You need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Catch it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Good game.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They've thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Definitely could have done better. So, alright folks, on that note, I am going to shut it down. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all the likes. Everybody who tuned in tonight, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I will be live once again on Sunday night tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I will be live once again tomorrow night as well. So on that note, guys, have a good night. Much love. Take care. Don't forget to wash your hands, drink your soap. You know the deal. It's been fun. I'll see you all in the next one. Much love. Take care.